Hello everyone, the Overplayer back, and welcome to another quick tutorial. And today we're going to be going over how to get easy detection kills. So these aren't too hard whatsoever, and this class right here is really going to be your key to it. In fact, not even the entire class, there's only two things on here that you really need. The first one is Gearhead. This will reduce your field upgrade cooldown, which is really what we're looking for. And then also, as another upside, we get to store up to 2 field upgrade charges. That's going to be really nice because the main field upgrade, which is the field mic that we're using, it's going to reduce this recharge time, and it means we're going to be able to plant more of them around the map at the same time. And if you're doing this on Nuketown, which is what I recommend, then like with 2 or 3 field mics, you basically have the entire map covered, assuming nobody finds them. The last thing we're going to want is to go into score streaks and have the UAV, the counter UAV, and the hope. Now, the hope I rarely ever get, and it's not really required, but like once you do get it, it's just like another bonus. This is if you really want to go for it. The UAV definitely have that. I don't even know if the counter UAV helps, but it's just kind of nice to have. If you want to change this out, this would be the one to change because I think the hope counts. But yeah. Alright, so now let's go into the spots. So the way this works is that we're going to be going into Nuketown and we're going to be planting field mics like everywhere. Because of the very small nature of Nuketown, it's very easy to put a field mic in a good place. Now obviously I can't just have an infinite number of field mics, so I'm not going to be like I can't plant field mics everywhere. But if you look at the map here, a field mic will basically cover over an entire house, plus some of mid, or some of spawn. So, let's go over a couple of the spots that we're going to be wanting to do. And this is going to depend on playstyle a bit. If you are a more aggressive kind of person, don't plant the field mic until you get into their spawn. Like if you're charging across the map a lot, you probably want to place it in the mid area or whenever you get into their spawn. But if you're trying to get cover kills or you're hanging back in your own house like this, then you probably want to plant it somewhere around here. So if you're planting in your own spawn, a couple good places are right here. Right here. They don't cover too much area, but they really cover the spawn well. So if spawns flip and you charge to this side, they probably won't notice them. Someplace I found is like right here. For some reason, people never notice it up here. I've never really understood why. Another good spot is right here behind these trash cans, as well as behind this chair. Don't plant it over here. This is pretty obvious. If you want a less obvious spot, you can go right here to this really dark corner. You could also place one right here. But the second that the enemy comes running through this house like this, they'll probably see it. You can plant it up here. This is a really good covering spot, but honestly, a better one would be in this corner. I don't know why people don't notice it, but I've seen so many people run through here and just not take notice. Another really good spot is behind the desk because it's blocked from view. And you pretty much need engineer on to see it. You could also go behind the bed. And if you're like me and you like to go up to this window and just kind of pick off people and you're going for those cover kills, you want to plant it like right in this corner or right in this corner. The one in this corner will probably get destroyed, but if you can hold out this area for a while, it'll work a lot better. So yeah, especially in domination, you don't want to be putting it in the opposite house, because even if you do get it there, people are always going to be going through this area and going to B. If you are flipping spawns a lot, an odd place is to actually put it right here. Because if you're like near their spawn and you place it right here, they're not going to see it until they flip, which is really nice. In terms of outside, you could plant it right here. Right here is kind of iffy. Do realize when you plant it outside, it's really susceptible to nades because a lot of people are chucking them all over the place. You could also plant it here by the car or on the other side of the car. Here is another option. But that'll about do it for this side. Another note, I wouldn't put it by the Jeep. Jeep is not a good spot because people go there all the time. A really cool spot I've found is to place it, and because I have one charged, just like that. It really blends in and clips through a lot of that. But what it does is, if I look at the mini map, you can see it covers all of mid and both long shot spots, which is really nice. And you can do this on the opposite side too. You can clip it like right here. So this detection area is one of my favorites, and you can see just how far one field mic can go. Alright, let's move on to Yellow House. So, this is a good spot right here. If you want to plant it in this dark corner, you can, though people often see the little blue light come up. A really good spot is right here. You could also plant it on top of this, which for some reason people don't notice. But behind the couch is really the best spot, or right here, because they'll just swing by it. If you're looking to get more of the mid spot, then you could plant it right here too, if you can hold the yellow spawn down well. Behind here is good if you want to get some of the yellow house spawn. And if you're sniping from up here, you want to plant it right here, or right here. You could also plant it back here if you want it to cover more of their spawn, like let's say you're camping in here. Also, there's up here. It's kind of an iffy spot, but it works. There's no real good spot back here. I guess maybe right behind here, but if planting it in this spawn really isn't a good, really in this spawn isn't a good idea, because half your field might gets lost to nothing. I'd recommend planting it in this garage, like right here. But yeah, that'll about do it. There's not too many I realized that I covered a lot of spots, but I would say just try to, even if you just remember a couple of them, any of them work. And if you have Gearhead on, then you can be constantly planting down field mics. I have one charged, so I'll go plant one, I'll say right here. Look how much area I now have covered. I don't have it, directly in this spawn, but you can see that it covers so much. And if you're sniping people in mid, it's really nice. So you could even put one right here, which, even though it's a bad spot, and you should probably put it right there instead, you could still cover, all the way up to this truck. These field mics always count, and because they never break throughout the match, unless you're doing domination and you get a halftime, then you basically have a half UAV, or maybe a third UAV, I should say, on at all times, and it's really nice. And that, combined with the fact that you're going to have UAVs going, makes this challenge a lot easier. Yeah, that'll about do it. Thank you so much for watching this short video, and I wish you guys best luck with your detection kills. Next up, I think I'm going to be going over some advanced long shot spots, because there are a lot of mistakes I see people doing where they could lower their body and really make it so they're harder to hit. But that'll be for next time. See you all on Friday. Bye bye, and good luck.